YouTube, what's going on? My name is Austyn Hustles, and today we're going to be talking about balancing your side hustle with school. Now, one of the things that I had to do most during high school was balance out my time for side hustling and my time for schoolwork. Now, if you know me, you probably know where my grades are sitting at, a few C's, 1 or 2 D's, maybe 1 B. So you're probably thinking, why the fuck should we take advice from this guy? Now hear me out, just because I have bad grades this year doesn't mean that I'm terrible at managing my time. My first 2 years of high school I had 4.3 GPAs. The only reason I don't have it this year is because of my priorities. So I say before we go into talking about how to best balance your schoolwork and your side hustles, you first have to realize where your priorities sit. Alright, now be real with me. Comment down below. Are you side hustling because you think it's fun and you have that ambition? Or are you side hustling because you need the extra cash and you want to save up for something? Now, if you said you need the extra cash or you're saving up for something in the future, then go ahead and make it just that. Make it a side hustle. I'm serious. Put that shit to the side. It's a side hustle for you. You don't have the ambition to do the thing, so don't do it as often. You need the extra cash, then maybe an hour or two a day or every other day or maybe even once a week, you go on an Instacart trip, you go door dashing, if you're old enough, you do Uber rides, or you go to garage sales once a week. You have many options. There's a lot of things you can do, especially with the internet nowadays, to make money on the side. So if you don't get, the happiness that I get and maybe others get from doing these side hustles, then don't let that side hustle take up the time from doing the things you love. Focus on your schoolwork. Unless you find something else you like, then focus on that. We as humans tend to complicate things when really it's just like this. Do you like side hustling? Yes. Do you like side hustling? No. If you like side hustling, keep side hustling. If you don't like side hustling, maybe side hustle a little less and focus on the other stuff here in this corner, like school or whatever. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my hands. Alright, now let's say that you love and adore side hustles as much as I do. Fuck school. Put it to the side. I'm not saying drop out of fucking high school. What I'm saying is put school to the side. Kind of like a side hustle would be. If you love side hustles, make them your normal hustles and then make school your side hustle, if that makes fucking sense. Make side hustling, the thing that makes you happy, a priority. School comes second. Now, what you have to do here is it might be a little hard with your parents, especially since this is mostly tailored to high school students. You're gonna have a lot of backlash from your parents. You have to ignore your parents if you truly love it. If they tell you they want you to go to college, you have to ignore the fuck out of them. And it can be super hard for people. I know. I got it lucky. I got it fucking lucky. I was almost at a point where I was begging my parents to stop caring about my schoolwork in exchange for me buying my own groceries. I offered to buy my own groceries for the month, and I would cook everything by myself and do everything by myself, be completely independent with making my own food if they stopped caring about my grades. I was getting creative and shit, trying to think of what I could bargain to get them to stop caring. Thankfully, none of that worked out, and they just ended up not caring at all. After I pushed enough and kind of got into their heads that I'm not going to college, this is what I want to do. I like, doing my own stuff, doing these hustles by myself, creating my own businesses. They finally just said, look, all you have to do is graduate and you're fine. You just got to keep bargaining with your parents, especially if they're super set on you going to college. You have to take in less from them. You have to be more independent. My dad offered me a brand new car once my car started, screwing up. I said no. You know why? Because if he bought me a brand new car and then right after that asked me to go to college, how could I say no, right? I turned down the car, still repping the Nissan, and we're chilling. But it's a fucking negotiation. If your parents pay for your gym membership and they want you to go to college, tell them I'll pay for my gym membership. If your parents are buying you groceries, tell them I'll buy my own groceries. You have to be able to bargain up some of the luxuries of your teenage life to show your parents that you're actually serious about this. But just remember, make your decision and never look back, because we're all gonna die one day. Hopefully I helped some of you guys out in this video. If you need to ask a little more personal questions, go ahead and hit me up on Instagram down in the description below. But anyway, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please go ahead and subscribe right down here to let me. I got some of my older videos. Please go ahead and check them out. Hopefully you guys have an amazing day. My name is Austyn Hustles, and I'm out. Later.